Hi, cutie pie. He's so precious. Come here, Papa. Is that better? Come here, Cookie. Oh, my boy. Good morning. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Sarah, and this is Akota. He was supposed to be at daycare today, but he's not feeling good, so he's home with mommy. Obviously, if you clicked on this video, it's all about sewing. I just have a lot of stuff that needs to be done, and I feel like this is a good way to wrap up some loose ends. Like I said, I have stuff that I've wanted to make. I've had some fabric sitting there for a while. I have some projects that are partially done, and I just need to get them across the finish line, so I thought I would try this and make a video about it, and maybe I'll actually do it. And I have another son, so like it is just pure chaos at our house 24/7. Oh, let me show you what I want to sew. Starting strong, I'm gonna do a little quick project. I've wanted one of these forever, and then I was like, I've been looking for them and they really don't. Let me show you, and then I'll do my diatribe. So a headscarf, I got this cute fabric. Does mommy look Amish? I used to have one as a kid, and I've wanted one for a while, and like just shopping and looking online, there's just not a lot, which I'm like, I thought these were like super popular, but maybe I'm wrong. So I'm gonna sew that first. That'll be pretty easy. And then I also wanna make one out of, have this cherry fabric. That's very cute. And then I do have a denim fabric, so I'm gonna make several, but I'm gonna do those later. I just wanna make the white one first. If you didn't know, I have an Etsy. I sell a lot of digital files on there for like your Cricut, but I also started selling stuff I've made, and I do want to get some patterns for this stuff. Sorry, so I just wanted to get some stuff made for that. Like I said, I'm gonna work on some patterns for it, but I just have like some physical stuff to make. So that being said, one of the things that I made I'm going a little bit out of order. So first is the headscarf, #1 project. Then #2 project I'll get back to, but I just wanted to explain my Etsy to you. Or maybe I'll explain as we get there. I'll explain in the video later on. That'll make more sense. So the second project that I want to do is one of those bow scarves. Obviously they're everywhere. I'm obsessed with them. I need one immediately. And I've been like looking at them and trying to plan what I want to make. And I saw someone do a reversible one, and I was like, oh, that is so genius. They did a fall and Christmas one, which was cute, but I don't really want a fall bow. I really gave it a lot of thought about what I would use, and I obviously want a Christmas bow. And then the other side I'm gonna do is Valentine's Day. I cut out 1,000,000 squares. I've already cut out most of the stuff for these projects, so it should go a little bit quicker, but I wanna do, bow fabric is so cute. That's like the Valentine's Day, the Christmas side. So I'm really excited about that. I'm also hoping to figure out a pattern for this. It should be very easy, but I'm going into it blind, so I think it's gonna take a little bit longer than I want, but I'm excited about that. I'm also going to make these, aren't these adorable? These ruffle coasters. You can buy these on my Etsy. Shameless plug. And I'm gonna make them in this cherry fabric pattern. So that is that's project 4. Then project 5, I'm going to make or finish. I make these trick-or-treat bags. That was my son's. That was Bear's. This was Coda's. It was a bat. So I have an orange one left that I need to make. So I have that cut out. I don't have any of the interior stuff cut out, so I have to cut that out too. And then my last project, if I get to it, I don't think I will, but so oh no, a bead. That's not good. Oh no, a bead fell off. I'll have to fix that. It's not funny. So I gotta put you down because I need 2 hands for this. Know that I love you. I really wanted an advent calendar last year, and so I made one because I couldn't find something that I liked. So I made this. I have a dowel, so I need to back it and hang it. Christmas tree. It has Velcro all over it, so you can stick the pieces to it. This is the exciting part. And I made all of these. Super excited about it. I'm almost done. How many do I have? So I have 2 more for 24. I think I have the wreath. There's 2 of each of these. So I think I have the wreath, and I can't find it to recut out. I can't find the bell. So I have to make those. So this is like I still have a month to finish this, so that's why it's at the end. But I do want to get it made and shot because, I love you. I have all of the pieces. I was gonna sell the pattern for this on Etsy too. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I don't think I have the energy to actually physically make this for anybody, because like if you wanted to pay me for this, look at all that detail. I love it so much. I'm so excited about it. There's Velcro on the back of these, so they stick to the tree. And then this is a piece of the fuzzy Velcro, so I can stick them. Let's see how far we can go. Do you want to bounce for a minute? And I don't have a pattern for this, but I do have a plan, which is all you really need in sewing, I feel like. The crafty people get it. Does anybody have a good way to keep your bobbin with your thread? So like I said, I really wanted one of these headscarves for a while, and I just haven't found any online that I like. I don't know why. Like every time I... Started? Let's do it. I probably should have ironed this. We just moved into this house a couple months ago, so we don't have everything completely organized, but I've never had like a dedicated like craft area. This may be the only project I finish before nap time. He's very fussy today, but that's okay. So I was only gonna do one pass, but I didn't fold it tight enough. So I think I'm gonna do 2 passes. It's a little Amish. It's definitely cute. I like it for sure. It does look a little Amish. I think with the right outfit, like with some of my overalls or something, I think it would be really cute. I'm excited about the blue one, and I'm really excited about the blue jean one, but we're gonna see if somebody wants to take a nap. So I'm gonna see if he will take a nap and then I can sew some more, or if he won't, I'm just gonna straighten up our house, and we will see you in our next project, hopefully in a few minutes. You'll feel good. So I did get him down. So I'm going to start on my bow. I'm so excited. I cut out like so many squares yesterday. I think I might try to draft a pattern if anybody's interested, but I can just kind of show you. I appreciate people that like patterns. I like to wing everything. So I feel like I looked at enough bows that I'm like, I get it. I know what I'm doing. I need to figure out how I want to lay it out. So I'm gonna play around with that for a minute. Halloween decorations. It's Halloween today. So it is Friday. It's been like a week and a half since I was working on my bow, and I was looking back, and of course I wasn't recording some of the steps that I was taking. So, or my camera wasn't. I was trying to, but you know. So I thought I would show you where I'm at, and I'm gonna try to work on it today. It is 9:30 Friday. I usually don't work on Fridays. I get most of my stuff done. I'll probably do some work tonight. I'm gonna enjoy having no kids and being at home by myself. So let me show you where I'm at. I hope I can finish it. I'm supposed to have lunch with my husband at 12. So we got the bow portion, the top bow portion done. I don't think I told you what sizes I cut. So I cut 4x4-inch squares and then quilted them together. This is a 3x6. So this is the Valentine's Day side, although I really like it, so I might just use it for Christmas too, even though it's pink. And then I did the, I don't even know what you call it, but I quilted it this way. So each of the squares have like a 1/4-inch overlay seam on them. And then on the Christmas side, flip it over, I just did a diagonal quilt, and then I bound it in this red. And the reason it took me so long is because I ran out of this red and I had to go to the store to get more, and it took me forever to get there. And then I was panicking because I didn't see it on the shelf, and it turned out that there was a lady who had already picked it out to get some cut. Like, there was plenty of fabric. I wasn't worried about her using it all, but I was like, oh my God, they don't have it. They don't have it. I'm gonna have to undo it. Like, I didn't have to do that. The idea is, this is the bow, and then I made the tails. So let me show you those. Or that's just one piece. So this, it turned out so cute, is the tail. I ended up quilted it all together. I cut into here for the tail, and then I cut a diagonal line on the fabric. So there was probably more excess than I needed, but I knew it was just gonna turn out good. Not to be cocky. And so I did the same stitching. You can still see I need to get all these little loose threads off. And then this is the Christmas side. So I quilted it in 2 different directions because I wanted it to match. So when you see it like this, it looks like it's the same direction, if that makes sense. And so this is gonna be tied under the bow, and then I need to make the little piece that's going to hold it all together. And I think I'm just gonna reuse, I did end up unquilting. If you, like, I watched from the beginning, I had 3x7 and it just looked too big, so I unquilted a whole column. And so that's like what this is. So I think I'm just gonna reuse this. I think I'm gonna use the bow fabric since I used it on both sides, and I don't want to have to make a double-sided version. So I'm gonna work on that. I need to cut my strips and get to work. I don't think I have too much work ahead of me, but it always seems to take way longer than I anticipate. But I'm really excited. I want to get it hung up today. It's so good. I'm obsessed with this side. This side's good. This side is like so good. So apparently I already cut it. So apparently I already cut them. This is a to be continued project. So let me sew them together and then iron them. I have 2 little kids. I have a 2-year-old and a 9-month-old. So I am sleep deprived and I can't remember anything. I don't have an ironing board currently, so I'm just using the floor because it's free. So there's a couple of other things I'm working on. I don't know how well you can see me, but you can hear me while I do this, I guess. So I made these, I'll insert pictures, these felt beaded ornaments last year that I sold. They're super time intensive if you've ever beaded anything. So they weren't cheap by any means, but they were still like, I don't know if anybody else, like if you sell anything that you make, it's hard to sell it for what it's worth because it took me hours to make them, and I don't think I made my money back in materials, but not in time, is what I'm trying to say. So that being said, I decided to put the pattern files on Etsy so that people could make their own if they wanted to. And on my Etsy, like, I sell a lot of like craft stuff, but one of the things, or the main things that I sell on there, and that's what I started selling, are like PNG or SVG files. So if you have a Cricut or a Silhouette and you make anything, those are the files that you use to cut stuff out. And the way it works is you upload the file, and in the platform, like, you size it, you figure out what material you want to cut it out on. Like, it's pretty much like up to you, I guess, how you want to use it. And what I didn't consider is that people who want to make this pattern may not have a Cricut, and like the way, I guess, it's presented, I mean, this is my fault, the way I made the listing is it seems like a pattern that you could like print, and technically you could print out the pattern, but you wouldn't know the sizing. So I need to go in and make a like PDF of the pattern so that people can print it and cut it out if they want to make it. So I need to work on that. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, if I'm gonna put in the effort to make that, I want to make, can you see me? I want to make something that is quality. I hate putting in like low effort. If I'm gonna put in effort, I want it to be good. That being said, I of course also go way overboard. So I was thinking, if I'm gonna do that, I need to make a video, basically tutorial of showing people how to bead, how to assemble it and all that stuff. So I'm just trying to like figure out when I'm gonna have time to do that, because I really want it done before Thanksgiving. I know after Thanksgiving, that's like the real like holiday push when people are like really excited to do crafts. So I'm just trying to think about when I'm gonna do it. Let me know if that's something that you'd be interested in. And I'll link to the pattern right now. I think it's very rudimentary, but you could definitely figure it out if you're like a very crafty person, but I think a lot of people still want help or understanding. So just let me know if that's something that you'd be interested in. I made my binding. I definitely think I have enough. I don't know how I sewed one side together wrong, so I had to cut it off. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna do the corners. I've been thinking about it for like a week. I'm stressing about it, really. I also did not cut this on the bias because it's mostly straight lines, and I didn't want to waste a bunch of fabric. So, YOLO. And if this is a pattern that you would want, let me know. It's definitely not going to be out in time for Christmas, but I could definitely work on it. Like I said, part of the bow is for Valentine's Day. I mean, you could do any holiday, really. So it's definitely like a year-round type pattern. I think that will work. We're gonna give it a try. So I just got it done. The method for the corners, I should not have started on this corner. I'm gonna have to seam that myself. But if I had started here, I'm learning a lot. So whenever this pattern comes out, if I make one, which I probably will, what I did for the corners worked really well. So it looks really cute. Now I just need to make the middle. Look at that. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be so cute. I just cut the piece I'm gonna use. Like I said, I'm just reusing this. It's like a 3x10, and then I already have this. So I'm just gonna do a quick stitch all the way around so that it stays together when I bind it. I'm not gonna quilt it, and then I'm gonna bind it, and I think I'm gonna put a snap on it. So we'll see. We'll see. It's my motto. Okay, I think this will work. I have a snap thing. So So these are just plastic. They're gray, a very uninspiring color. I wish I would have got metal, but that's okay. I don't remember where they're from, but I don't think they were made in the United States. If you ever read instructions and you're like, did a human write this? I'm not gonna do that. 4 pieces, basically front and back. This piece. Push it through the fabric. So it looks like this. And then basically you use this to smush this pointed piece so it doesn't come undone. So, oh, that's a little crooked. Hopefully it'll work. I didn't do a good job. And then same for the other, so it's gonna go like this. So I need to do the other side. Okay, no, I'm right. I just got the wrong pieces out. 2 of the big things, so 2 of these. All right, yay, it snaps. All right, that's inside out, but you get it. You guys get it. Do you like how I get nervous off camera and then I stop filming? I don't show you what I'm doing. All right, you just snapped. Why are you not snapping now? Yay! Let's assemble it. Let me back you up. Here we go. I'm by my fireplace. Which way do I want it? Do I want it like this? Or do we want it like this? I think the first way looks more organic. All right, I'm just gonna wad it up. Like I said, I hope I have. I think it's thick enough. This is very, look at that. Yay! No, it's not done. Trying to snap it. All right, that's snapped. Oh, BRB. Oh, she is beautiful. So I ended up pinching this part so that it fit better. And what I think I'm gonna do is get a small piece of elastic, like almost like a hair tie size, to go horizontally like this. And then I'm gonna put a command strip or something so like it can hook on like that. Cause I don't wanna hang, if I hang it like it is now, it would be wonky. Are we obsessed? It turned out so good. There's a lot of imperfections, but that is what DIY is all about. I learned a lot making it. What do you think? All right, let me flip it so you can see the Christmas side. So I'm just gonna like rotate this. And the reason that I did the snap is because I wanted to be able to store it flat. Like I wanted to take it apart. If I had to throw like a piece in the washing machine, I could. Look at her, she's gorgeous. And so if I take it apart, I can just fold it and it'll store a lot neater than like this giant bow isn't gonna store the best, if that makes sense. So if you're interested, let me know. Like I said, I can make a pattern. I don't think it would take me forever, but I don't know if it would be ready by Christmas, but so cute. I love it so much. The end. I have a bunch of sewing projects coming up, so stay tuned if you are interested. I think she's so pretty. I'm just obsessed with it. And this, I didn't come up with this idea, obviously, but I made this out of my brain, and I'm very proud of myself. She's just so pretty. Oh, I can't stop staring at her. All right, I think I'm gonna put the Christmas side on my door right now. I'll show you.